Welcome. Give me a second. Welcome to Obenseuer, lads. It's an amazing city that will give you plenty of pleasant memories. We've got tasty rat burgers, peace moonshine, toxic mushrooms and much more. There are many opportunities to make money, in totally legal ways of course. In this series I will show you how I became a very successful landlord and a businessman. After arriving at the reception and quick inspection, they accidentally gave me ownership of some luxury apartments in this wonderful city, along with a package full of souvenirs. Then they made another huge mistake. They let me roam free around town. I began building my business empire by collecting some bottles and other useful things from trash bins and borrowing building materials from unsuspecting residents. Yeah, they won't be getting those back. Then I sold the bottles I had collected earlier and got my first funds. After that, I decided to visit my luxury apartments, kindly donated to me by government. I arrived at the place where my apartments were supposed to be standing, and, well, lads, they looked even more beautiful than in the photo. There was a luxurious toilet, plenty of glorious furniture, clearly made by the best designers, and a mushroom farm that I definitely didn't use and I definitely didn't eat all of them. There was even a working sauna. Yeah, that's not true. Aside from the mushrooms, it was basically a hobo establishment filled with junk. I even found a body, a suspicious meat source for sausages. I went to the highest floor and found out that a hobo was squatting in one of the flats. I just left him alone. As long as he wasn't pissing on the walls, he wasn't any trouble. Honestly, I think he might have even been raising the property value at the time. After checking out all the rooms, I headed into the city to get some cleaning agents. Of course, I didn't buy any of them. I just went to the only hostel in the town and stole everything they had. It wasn't much, but it was enough to let me clean up a bit of the mess. And shortly after that I set up a makeshift storage area, storing my completely legally obtained goods. After taking care of that, I went back into town to explore and collect more bottles and other interesting things I could find. After a big spree of borrowing a lot of items, Mr. Policeman started following me. I think he could smell the crime on me, but luckily he was too lazy to run, so it wasn't a big problem, I just dodged him. Shortly after that I wanted to return to my hobo establishment. I stepped on a pebble on the way and almost bled out. I quickly went to the doctor's office. It was quite a steal, in the opposite way. I wanted to back out, but oh well, I was nearly dead, so I paid for his services, and I swore I would rob him someday. Shortly after that, I woke up on the operating table. I checked my pockets to make sure that scammer didn't steal anything from me. Then I went to my block of flats just as I had planned earlier. Thanks to the stolen cleaning agents, I was able to almost fully clean my storage, and I added more shelves and chests. By the way, they sent me a free kitty as part of some kind of social program or something. I was sure I'd find a way to make money off him in the near future. I added more furniture and mattress, and that ugly, dirty flat quickly turned into a obscure flat, but with furniture inside. It was a massive improvement of my living conditions. I even had my own barrel to keep myself warm during cold nights. I had a warm place to stay, and a loyal hobo squatting in one of my flats. I was very content with my situation, but something was still missing. Money. I decided to go on a spree of collecting bottles, but it wasn't very profitable. The lady at the shop where I could exchange them was terrifying. She looked at me weirdly every single time. So I decided to change my method of making money. I started collecting and selling scrap. After gathering abominable amounts of this rare resource, I went to the local businessman. I waited there, and waited, and waited. Then I realized I was an idiot. His stand is always closed on Fridays. So I went back to my flat to reorganize my items and kill some time. While checking out my loot, I completely forgot about going to the toilet, and, well, I shot myself. But no biggie, I washed my hands with hand sanitizer, and I was completely clean again. In all the abandoned flats I found a guitar. It just so happened that I could play it perfectly, even though it was the first time I had ever held one in my life. It was probably connected to the toxic mushrooms I ate or something. I went to my beloved hobo companion and I started playing for him. He must have really liked it. because he told me that someone with my talent should play for others too, and even paid me to perform somewhere other than his flat. I went to scrap guy again, and sold him my scrap and some electric parts. Only the legal ones, of course, because for some reason he didn't want to buy stolen parts. What a weird guy. He gave me quite a pleasant amount of money, enough to buy all the nails he had, and some planks too. I quickly went to my Finnish friend, the one who helps me store stolen building materials and does renovation for me. Of course, I still rob him from time to time, like I do with everyone. And then I began crafting. Chests, and a small number, about 30 tables. I lied, I only had 26. I placed all of them in one room, just so you could see how much 26 really is. But I lost the footage. Oh well, you will just have to use your imagination. I sold all of them to Mr. Möbelman, and I got even more money than I did from selling scrap. So, I decided to branch out, and started breeding rats and chickens. After such success, it was only natural to celebrate, so I bought all of the beer in the store and drank it in one go.